Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. Today we have day 3 of working on this little journal, and we're gonna just decorate and kind of work on finishing it up. At least for the video's purposes, and then if I whatever, I'll show it at the end of the or the beginning of next month when I show the things I made. So let's just jump right into it. I've got the whole kit here. You don't have to have the kit to make the journal. I showed you in the last video how to make the cover, and then you could decorate these with anything that you want. But I was inspired to work on this by playing with the kit. So there's still so much here. I mean, you could make, I don't know, an endless number of these with one kit. You get so much in every single DREAMZ Etc kit. So possibilities are endless there. So let's put this to the side, and I will be bringing it back. But first things first, let's glue down some of our pockets. This I'm gonna just have as a fun flap, but this here is a pocket, so I'm gonna glue it down just by adding a little bit of glue along this outside edge, just like that. Okay, so now that's a legitimate pocket. And this is about to be a legitimate pocket. There we go. I hope you guys are having a super awesome day. That's all that's needed for that one. I'm having so much fun making this little journal that I want to make so many more. I am making this for a craft fair project, and I was thinking the other day about what would I charge, and so far I've only spent about nearly an hour on it, and then probably today another half hour, so hour and a half. So this is probably in the ballpark of like $20 is about what I would charge for one of these, maybe 25. I've been wanting to work on this, and I think what I'm gonna do is just add a little bit of this velvet over here on this side. And then I think I want to add a piece of ephemera here. So let me pull out, there's so much ephemera came with this kit. I'm going to pull out these 2 bundles. I'm not going to glue down my crushed velvet just yet, or this is velvet trim, until I have a better idea of what is going over here. This transparency is just so cool. Isn't that awesome? I love that. But I was thinking of something like this. I've got a blue. Ooh, I like the blue. It injects a little bit of color. And the blue and the brown go really nicely together. I'm looking through off to the side at some other ephemera and things. I was thinking about working on this envelope today. Let's look in here and see. I know there's a bunch more in here of ephemera. I'm kind of tearing my bag. That's not what I want to do. Oh my goodness. There we go. As I was saying in the last video that this is feeling more like coffee and less like travel, but you could still fit in some travel. There's also lots of labels. I would like to bring in some more of these blue labels like the front of the cover has. I just think that this would offer like a little journaling space if we did something like this. I like this. Let's just go for this and not overthink it. Okay, so I'm gonna trim my ribbon off. Hope these scissors play nice. There we go. Okay. I'm going to bring in my Fabri-Tac. Decorating always takes the longest. Construction is pretty quick when you're making journals and folios. The construction is not where you spend your time. It's really in the decorating. I find that it is most time consuming when it comes to making journals. So I kind of like that I'm doing this limited time frame for the video because it'll kind of keep me in check. Otherwise, I could just keep going and going when it comes to decoration. Now, gluing this down, I have to make sure that it still closes nicely, and it does. I'm going to move it a little bit further away from that edge, from that fold, and it folds a little bit better. I'm going to use regular glue on this piece of ephemera. I know, this is so pretty. It's hard to cover up things, isn't it? I believe this is a sticker. Yes, it is. I'm going to reinforce the sticker with glue. I would do this with any sticker or any washi tape that I use. I always reinforce them. There we go. Nice. So now that little flap has more interest and is decorated. I still really want to do something here, but I don't know what yet. This is a map of France and Spain. It's pretty cool. I like how sturdy it is. This is pretty. This has that blue in it, which kind of brings in the blue from there. Yeah, I'm just really not sure. So I'm not going to force anything. When I'm not sure, I just keep going. I'll just move on. I can put that there and think about it more. Let's go to the inside. This page is fine. I wanted to extend this page. I'm going to do that. I'm going to look at my scraps real quick. This postcard might be really cool to extend the page with. You could trim it down, but it's a watercolor one, and I don't feel like watercoloring right now. And I don't want to waste. It's not wasteful, but it kind of feels like it is because I don't have very many watercolor postcards, and I would like to be able to watercolor on it. You could extend it by adding a little baggie like this one. That would even be fun. That's an option. See, this is where where I lose time. Okay. I have scraps, you know I do. We've been sitting here crafting and working on this journal, so we all know that there's scraps. I kind of like this one. So it's blank on the back side, which is fine. We could extend the page with this piece. Let's just try it out. I'm going to clean up the edge of it. Give myself a straight edge, and then I'm also going to trim just a tiny bit off of it as well. Okay. I probably need to trim a little more off. I'll just do it with my scissors. Hope for the best. Not quite straight and still not enough. There we go, that's better. I think I like it like that. So just gonna put a line of glue down this edge. So see, when This piece of paper I didn't want to cut. I just wanted to fold over the excess. And by doing that, now we have the opportunity to extend the page and make it wider. And then we could put a piece of ephemera here if we wanted. Get back to the ephemera. I like these pictures. I like her. That funny hat. She's pretty cute. That little that little thing on the top of her hat just cracks me up. We could bring in, this is Italy. We all know Italy because of the boot, the fancy boot. So you could put that, but I don't want that. Let's see, what else? There's a lot more of these labels. We could just put a label. Something like this. That's cute. Let's do that. I believe this is a sticker? Question mark? Yes. Don't really need to do anything to this. We'll just stick it down. Now, this kit also came with a stencil. Let me find it. It's really cool. And I think it brings in, again, the coffee rings, the coffee theme. So I want to use this stencil on a few pages. We could use it over here. It also came with the ground espresso ink. So I like that. That is enough because then someone can still journal here if they want. This was another page I was interested in. I thought this lined up really well. So I wanted to stencil here as well. Love this ground espresso. I don't use this color very often and I'm wondering why now. It is so rich and so dark. It's really quite nice. I like what this will do for this manila paper, which I think it is really like, it feels like construction paper is what it feels like. You know, that you buy for your kindergartner. Which is really fun because it has a certain texture and weight to it. There. And now it has a really cool print on it. How about if we just distress the edge here? I think also I'm going to reinforce the edge with something, and let's decorate this little pocket right here. Just for fun. So we'll do the top and the bottom. I'm going to leave this as is, but let's bring in, I have lots of scraps, plus there are the labels. So I'm sure there, if I Took long enough. I could find one that fits there perfectly, but I do have all these scraps. Remember when we were cutting off branding strips in the last video? Yeah, I saved them. That's right. Let's put one of those on here. I hope you guys are having a really great day. I hope you're enjoying this series. I actually recorded it all at once, so I'm unable to respond to whatever comments you might have left after having watched maybe the first two, because I'm recording it in one fell swoop. I am going to distress these pages on the inside, and we can add another strip across here as well. Turning this every which way to make it comfortable for me. That's probably not great for y'all, but you know, we'll get there. So yeah, I have all these little pieces. Let's put them to use. Let's add that one there. Now, I also want to make a little bit of ephemera with you guys. I'm going to have to do it quickly. We're already halfway through the time that I've allotted for these videos. I need to trim a little more off. There we go. So now that page is done. And the pockets. These are good. They're already beautiful. I mean, you could add pockets, you could add things, but I would rather people have an opportunity to do whatever they want with that page. Let me bring in, I just need a little something back here. There we go. So I can just ink blend real quick. Get this beautiful ground espresso back out. I probably don't need to do this edge because I'll just add paper there. Okay. So I hope you're enjoying this series. You know, if you have less than 30 minutes to craft, I'm trying to inspire you with things that you can do so you can see how much you can accomplish in 30 minutes of crafting or less. You can actually accomplish quite a bit and make fun things. So I hope that is something that you're getting from this series of me working on this little journal / folio with you all. Here's another strip that's just a scrap. I'm gonna use this one. It's a little wider, so that's why it won. There we go. Can also decorate this little pocket with even more ephemera, and of course sticking things in the pocket, but I think we'll put something right there. Put that 1900. Let's keep looking. I like this 222. I'm not going to add glue on this sticker, I don't think, only because it's going to stick to this paper pretty well. Oh, I can't help myself. I am going to add. Oh, this one's really sticky. I'll just add a little. You can also, you know, put more than one. I think she's so pretty too. Could put more people in there. Let's see. Just looking through. We still have these lovely ladies. I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna keep going. Oh, I do kind of like that travel. Maybe I'll put that on there. I don't know that this one's a sticker. Kind of feel like this one is a piece of ephemera. I can't tell. We're gonna move on. Okay, I'll come back and fill up that pocket. That one. We could do a little more stenciling on this, just so it kind of ties in with the other page. And now let's make a little bit of ephemera. And fill up these pockets. And I am going to call it on this journal as far as the videos are concerned. Again, there's so much potential here and here for adding more ephemera and decoration, but I think it's important to leave things for the people who will get the journal, you know? So let's look at what I've got here. I'm kind of sorry looking off to the side. This photo is so great. We should put this in one of the pockets. Let's put this in one of these pockets. I wish it actually will go across the page. If we wanted to clip it in, that would also be an option. I was at the Dollar General the other day and I needed little paper clips and I found these for $2. I haven't even opened them yet, y'all. They had a couple of colors. I need to go back. I don't remember what they got. This is the color that was calling to me at the time. But I thought $2 was a good deal. And look, it has a twist top. I love that. So yeah, we can actually clip this on. Let's clip it on here. I'm actually going to trim it down just a little bit. There we go. Let's clip that on. Why not? Okay, let's make some little tags and things. And I do want to put something in this top pocket. I was originally thinking of this, but it was too wide. I don't know if you saw that in the other videos. Oh my goodness, that could be like a little journal in itself. Well, that's a rabbit hole I wasn't expecting to go down. But yeah, you could turn that into a journal. Or we can just fold it and tuck it in there just like that. I like that. We'll do that. Okay. Now, let's make a little bit more ephemera just to go, like we need a little tag to go in there. I don't know if you know how easy it is to, and quick it can be to make a tag. But what I recommend is getting an old plastic card that you don't care about anymore, cutting off the corners in a couple of just random ways. And you can use this as a template for cutting tags. Okay, so let me cover up my ink. Let me put my glue back together. Let's get out my scraps and let's make a few tags. We've got this scrap and this one. this one and this one. Now, DREAMZ Etc has some of my favorite printables. If you haven't checked them out, definitely do. They're digitals that you print up. See, you just turn and flip your tag. Because all four corners are different, you want to make sure you're using the same corner. But just like that, you can have a nice tall tag to put into a pocket like this one. Let's get a little sticker to put right there. Yeah, so, you know, you can also print digital kits and decorate journals with those. If you don't get one of these physical kits, then you could just get the printables, use a file folder, and make journals that way as well, or just use anything in your stash. Sorry, there are so many tickets and things. I'm just looking for one that'll fit down there. I like this one, but I don't love the white borders, so I'm just going to trim those off. We're coming up, we're at 26 minutes already. See how decorating goes. You could just go and go. Oh, I even like the idea. Hold on. I'm going to put that little one off to the side. Putting either one of these girls right here. Yes, I think I will. I'm just not going to be picky. I'm just going to pick the first one off the top. I know this is a sticker. There we go. I'm going to stick her on there. And then I'm going to put that other sticker on there. This one I'm going to use some glue because it feels like washi tape. There we go. Decorate that little page. Now obviously, because we're lacking time, but you could decorate this, punch a hole in it, put some twine or a ribbon on it. But we're gonna leave it like that. This pocket needs some ephemera. So this is where I could come in and just start kind of tucking in pieces that came in the kit. This is really pretty, this book plate. So we could put these three in here like that. I'm kind of tempted to actually put this on a page or there. We could put that there for now. Again, I could totally see a piece going across here and decorating this. Let's see what we've got. Got this great big number right here. That's kind of cool. Let's use that. I would love to know in the comments down below if you're following along with this, if you're making one of these alongside of me. You know, you can always go back and check out the second video to see how I made the cover. It's really easy. I also, in the second video, sorry, I'm having the hardest time getting the sticker off the back. In the second video, I also stitched my journal together. So if you feel like you need to see that again, you could. There we go. But yeah, I could see this piece right here being a decoration or tuck. Another place to kind of tuck things. We can just do this. And that way it decorates the page, but it's not permanent. We've got those guys in the middle. We've got this bag, which is a little tall for this particular journal. But, I mean, you could always cut it off and make it work. Let's see what else we've got. I still got these. I'm a little hesitant to put too many different time periods, even though it shouldn't really matter. But I am a little hesitant. She's the only one that she goes way back, and these don't go back as far. So my girl on the cover is the one that's kind of out of time period with everything that's inside. Again, not that it really, really matters, but it's something to think about. And where are we at? Oh, we're at time. So I'm gonna cut it off here. We can take a look. This is a 3-part series, this little journal. And so there are 2 other parts that you can check out if you want to follow from the beginning. Obviously, I could just keep going with adding decorations, but this is the front cover, and it does have this little flip. It has this pockets, and you know, as I was saying, this would make a really cute little journal itself. Like, you could glue this part down or leave it open and just tuck different pages in there and make that a little journal. But I definitely wanted something to fit in this front pocket, and this front pocket will actually hold quite a bit. So there's that. And here is our little journal. We extended that page, and now it has all of this area for journaling. Really cute. I do love the coffee and travel theme, the very vintage colors as well are lots of fun. Just put this in. I wanted a little contrast there. We've got the tag. Again, this flips out. This page needs some ephemera. Let's just tuck that in there. We can put the capri in there. Okay. And then removable ephemera. And these pages are really just basic, beautiful pages, so I didn't do anything to those. Another place to tuck in ephemera. I think it goes like this. Like so. We didn't make a lot today. We made 1 tag, and otherwise I'm just using these cut aparts and these things that came in my journal. There is one last thing I want to do with you guys. Again, just can just fill this up for days with things. But the last thing I want to do is I do want to use some of the trim on this journal. So I want to use one of these. Probably I'm going to use one of these silk trims that came. So much trim came with this kit. I don't know which one. I want to use. There's also this one. This would, I need to also decorate. I put this in the journal somewhere because it's really cool. Maybe back here, could just add a little, like right there. It's a really neat piece of trim that I like a lot. So that could definitely go there. I'll do all this later, but yeah, I'll stick a piece of that there. And then I want one of these. I just can't decide which one. Let's just use this one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the center, which is right here. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna wrap it around. Let's see. Don't think I need that much. There we go. and decorate the spine with it, and I get to keep a little bit for another project, but I always like to have a little bit of fabric and trim in my journals, so I think that is the perfect touch to really finish it off. Thank you so much for watching this series along with me, you guys. Again, I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope you're feeling inspired. I hope you're feeling enabled to make something like this. It's very, very basic, very simple, fast, and fun. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.